why are we doing that? Why we want people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to spread our message to everybody out there.
Yes.
We want to share our message and go global. We also want to stream live on YouTube, so we need 1,000 subscribers. So join our cause if you're curious, you want to learn some new things. Join our conversations. If you have any topics that you want us to discuss, we'll be more than happy to cover them. So go ahead, T.
Well, welcome to episode 4 of TNT Talk series.
Yay!
So today,
3 weeks in a
beloved
row.
series, we are going to be talking about recovery.
Recovery, yes. Why we
Yeah.
talked about recovery? Because we talked about, let's start what we talked about in the first episode. We talked about ourselves and
Other stuff.
Other
and
stuff.
hydration.
hydration, how to drink water, yes.
Yes.
Then in episode 2, we talked about fitness routine and how to add fitness in your life and how to be
Yes.
fit.
And
In episode
number
3, we
was
talked about
emotionally fit.
emotionally fit. Remember,
Yep.
we talked about how to build new habits in 21 days, how to make small changes.
Yep.
So we decided it's time for us to talk about recovery. And why
Yes.
we talk about recovery today?
Because recovery is very important, actually. So let's say you do a few days of intense.
Very important. Why? Go ahead.
You don't have to cut me off.
Yay! I did it. Because I want to slow him down. He goes too fast. Good.
Okay. So that recovery is very major in the fitness working. So let's say you do around like 3 or 4 days of intense workout. You're pretty much feeling dead all throughout your body. So rest. Rest is pretty has a lot of variations of rest. Sometimes rest can be sit in bed all day and do absolutely nothing and drink water. Yeah, you get the point. And there are some other types of variations of rest. Even just like a simple walk is still considered rest because you aren't doing any intense workout or things
we
like
started
that.
with recovery. Now you're talking about rest. So what is rest? Is rest the same as recovery? Rest is one type of recovery.
It's recovery.
So rest is recovery.
Yeah.
Okay, so another word for recovery is rest.
Yes.
And a lot of people know about rest days and what a rest day means.
Yeah.
So you talked about laying down, just doing nothing, just resting your body. You're talking about what? An active, light activity like
Yep.
a brisk walk. Okay, go ahead.
Yep, as I was saying, there are some other ways. Sleep is very good because you can regain all your energy and your muscles will be fully regained at their full potential as they were before. And also another important thing is to hydrate. You want to get at least about a half times more than what you usually get.
Why? Why you need to hydrate?
Because hydration is very important to recovery.
Because you lose fluids
Yes.
while you're working
Yeah,
out.
so
Okay.
you want to make sure because you lose them by sweat, so you want to make sure you
Replenish that.
get
Okay.
more, about a half times more than what you usually get. So
Okay.
like I say, if you get 6 cups, they get 9. So yeah, and that's that. Another very important thing is breathing. Some people don't really see it as important in recovery, but it's actually very important because the more you breathe, the more air comes to your muscles. Because when you're working out, when you're breathing, it actually supports your muscles to regain your so you don't completely I don't really know how to explain that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you want to talk? Like how you recover? So you are an athlete, right?
Yeah.
So what's your athletic activity that you're doing?
Swimming.
Okay. So how you recover with swimming?
5.
Because you're doing swimming how many times a week? Okay, so it is athletic activity. So it's more than 3 times.
Yep.
Because workout routine is between 3 and 4. That is a moderate to strenuous workout, so you have a routine, a swimming routine.
And I also
Okay,
do
so swimming routine is an endurance training and cardio training, so it's a mix of both. So
and it's also strength training.
it is. That is correct. So how you recover?
Well, I sit in my bed and do nothing, and drink water.
A lot of water, right?
Yeah.
Do you really sit and do nothing the entire day, or you move a little bit?
I move a little
Do you
bit.
use any other tools? And you had a past 2 weeks, you had like a small tight, not injury, just a pulling, which is the IT band. So how did you recover that, or what did we do to
I
recover?
rolled.
You rolled. We're talking
Yes.
about this guy here, foam roller. Yay, foam roller.
Yeah, but we're talking about recovery from fitness, not talking about
Recovery from fitness, recovery in general, and this is also recovery. So foam rolling, right? So foam rolling is a
Yes.
type of recovery, right? Which is also called scientifically the myofascial release. And if you want to read more about it, you're more than welcome, and I'll get back to it in just a little bit. So
Well-
how you recover? Doing nothing in the bed,
Yeah.
drinking water.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
How you feel afterwards? Do you think that's plenty for you? Do you feel like you can move the next day? or-
Yeah. After some stretching, yeah, so I can.
So
'Cause
interesting. You're adding
'cause-
stretching, right?
Cause after a day of rest, your muscles are probably mostly tight, so you want to stretch. Cause stretching loosens your muscles, which also helps you while working out. Cause when you're tight, it's much harder to work out, and yeah, it's just
And
not
you
efficient.
can get injured.
Yes.
So if you're tight, because your muscle is very tight, so it's
Yeah, you
like
have a higher chance of getting injured.
right. So when a muscle is tight, that means it's like clunk up, like a sponge, full of
loosen.
water, and it's just very hard. So it needs to be loosened up. So the lengthening of the muscle, just releasing that tightening. So recovery. One technique and very inexpensive tool for recovery. It's a foam roller, also called myofascial release. The foam roller comes in different sizes. This is a basic one from Amazon. It comes with different cushions. It comes in different strengths. Some of them are softer, some of them are very firm. This is a medium firm. It depends what you want to start with. If you never used a foam roller before, start with something that is very soft, because otherwise you'll feel very weird and possibly you will not like doing this. So we'll be sharing some maybe videos at the end of this week or next week. We'll be sharing some videos on our YouTube channel and on our group KNT Talk series about how you can foam roll and share with you different options to foam roll different parts of your body. So just go there. That's the technique that you can stretch. So it's a stretch technique. It's called myofascial release. The most common explanation or talk is foam rolling. So we have it here.
Or you can just do stretching.
Oh, just do stretches. Yes.
Everything.
So
Basic.
this is your definition of recovery. So now I will share my definition of recovery as how I recover. So as being a fitness professional and also fitness being my passion, I always did not jump into training, overtraining myself, and focusing also on recovery and rest days. So recovery is very important. Why is important? You cannot train the same body parts 2 days consecutively. So you need to switch, and you want to make sure you train the opposite muscle group.
I mean,
So if you do a
can.
push one day, you do a pull on the other way. If you do upper body, you do lower body. If you do a full body circuit, you're doing a full body circuit, but you need to leave a day in between rest. So when I'm saying you need to make a pause, because through the workout routine, you do damage your muscle tissue. So you need to recover a specific muscle part that you damaged through strength training 24 to 48 hours. That's why you need to have that nice circuit of how how you program your fitness routine. So it's very important. This is the most basic things that a lot of people forget. Yes, it takes 24 to 48 hours to recover a specific muscle group. That's why people get into that DOMS, which is delayed muscle overtraining syndrome. So a lot of people consider they need to do recovery because they have muscle soreness, but they have muscle soreness because they overtrain themselves. So going back to the initial topic, recovery. Recovery is very important. You need to recover a specific muscle part of your body. Why? Because this is the only way your muscle will grow. And how you can recover? Yes, the first and the most no-brainer basic tip is drink more water. Replenish your fluids. Don't forget that. And make sure you get maybe a sports drink if you did a heavy workout. You can rely to that. You can just get a juice, that's fine. Just do anything that you like. Personally, I eat pickles. And I love pickles because pickles have a lot of electrolytes. They have prebiotics and probiotics. So when I'm talking about electrolytes, it has sodium. So they're most inexpensive, natural, and nourishing electrolyte drink, snack you can have after a heavy workout. So that's my go-to recovery drink, snack. Because I do snack a little bit. I eat the pickles, then I snack on the juice. So that's one of my tricks.
Snack on juice?
Yes.
It's just a fluid. You
so
drink
I'm drinking
it.
the juice. Yes, I know. I just want to see if he's with me, he's catching
I
up,
am.
or he's asleep.
I'm very well with you.
He's active in our talk. So this is one of my tips. So replenish your fluids. The second tip, I'm not working the same body part consecutive days. So I am designing my program different. Correct, but you're doing different styles of swimming. You're not doing the same style every day.
No, most of the time it's the same thing.
Ah,
Because
interesting.
you're working the same parts of the body, so.
Yes and no, but you're doing different styles. So different style hits different muscles.
No, apart from backstroke, they all pretty much hit the same thing.
Incorrect. You can research on that.
Fly, it works the core.
You do rotator cuff if you go overwards. If you go backstrokes, you do this. So it's the opposite of using different groups of muscles. It can be more chest. It can be more. So the primary mover changes as the style of the swimming goes. So you can research more into that. That's your homework. So let me get back on that. So I'm not working out the same body parts. So I am designing my own workout to switch. So if I do a push, I will do a push movement within my entire body using the upper and lower. If I do a pull, will be the same thing. Or if I do a routine of upper and lower body, I will rotate that. And rotation is very important because why I do that, because I want to rest that part of my body for 24 hours to 48 so I can get back into it. So that is one type of recovery. Another recovery is the rest day. Don't forget about the rest days. I think I had a post a long time ago, and I'll stress it again. Rest days are very important. I work out usually 5 to 6 days a week in my good weeks when I don't travel, when of course I'm not on my period. To ladies out there, yes, working out on your period is a task. So if you're with me, we'll talk about this one time. So yes, if I don't work out 4 or 5, 6 is the max. I'll always have a one rest day, and it just really depends when that falls. I like in my rest days to walk a lot, so I do a light active training, which is just a light walk, and I can walk for 2 or 3 miles, or just be hiking outdoors as much as I can. So I like to be outdoors. Of course, in the summer. In spring, if it's good weather, I'll hop on the bike and do the same thing. So it's still a physical activity, but it is a rest day for me. It's just a light activity that I enjoy, and I am not forcing. I'm not putting so much tension on my body, on my body, and on my muscle. So another recovery tip is yes, sleep. You need to sleep 7 to 8 hours or more if you do strength training. Strength training means you using some kind of resistance. From resistance bands to dumbbells to kettlebells to easy bars to anything that you want out there, to the barbell, any weight that you adding to perform a movement, an exercise, requires and it's necessary for you to rest and sleep, because sleep mode helps your muscle recover. Very, very, very important, especially like myself on the very heavy days. Sometimes I hit my heavy days usually at the end of the weekend, because I know I need to be in the office in a sitting position in front of my desk. So I'm trying to do my heavy sessions close to Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or sometimes Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because I know I'll be recovering home, and sometimes I'll even take short naps after those heavy lifts because my body needs to rest.
Yeah.
And a good nutrition, right?
Yeah.
So eating a lot of protein to recover yourself. What else do I do for recovery? For me, recovery has a different meaning because I am a breast cancer survivor. So for me, recovery from injuries and pain has a completely different meaning, but that's a deep, long road that possibly I will talk about at some point. But in generalized, this is what recovery is. There's so many tools out there. You can, if you have an infrared sauna, you can use it. Heat is really good for your recovery. You can use regular sauna, possibly where you live, you have access to sauna. You can do cold showers. So if you're not, have not known this before, you can do cold baths, what athletes do. They immerse in ice, right? So yes, ice, cold baths, cold showers are really good. If you want to research about Von Hof, I think so. If I mispronounce his name, I'll definitely add it as a resource to our KNT Talk Series group. He is the one that introduced cold showers and talked about how cold water helps rejuvenate, strengthen your immune system, and helps you with muscle recovery. Also, another one, if you have not heard, a new trend for recovery is the red light. Red light is very popular currently. It's a one branded company out of California that have good research and data that red light helps with recovery, injury, and just a very speedy recovery. Apparently repairs the cells, the damaged cells of your muscle tissue. So there are a lot of things out there. You know, if you want to research into it, I'm pretty sure you have different tips that you use to recover from a workout routine. Remember, don't overtrain yourself. Recovery is very important. Rest days are part of recovery. You should recover every day, but you should offer yourself a rest day. If you need to have 2 rest days, that's fine. As long as you rest, if I have heavy sessions and I rest for 48 hours, when I come back next time, I actually feel more comfortable to go challenge myself and do a quick progression in whatever type of exercise I do. So that's, for me, is very important, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about what I do on a weekly basis. So I work around 10 to 12 times a week. Workouts.
No, you're not.
Yes.
10 to 12 times a week.
One workout here and one workout swimming.
Okay, so swimming is
They're
so
both
that's
considered workouts.
okay.
Meaning.
But they're different workouts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So meaning they're both. So I do 5 both.
Okay.
Workouts out of the water I do on the weekdays.
Okay.
And swimming I just do whenever it's available.
Okay, so what works for you? What do you realize on the days that you don't have swimming? What do you do? Are you doing more workout or you just rest? Cause you have some rest days for swimming. So how that impacts you? Do you feel the next day when you go back to swimming you feel more rested, or how do you feel?
I work out more.
You work out more, but next day when, like, say you have a rest day for swimming, you go back, do you feel more rested, like you're more relaxed to get into it? Okay.
Because I'm on, like, if I have 12 hours, it's just not, it's hard on the body, but it does help a lot for endurance. So, and endurance is very important. So,
So you've been doing swimming, and now 5 times or more for the last like almost like a year and a half. How you feel? Do you feel any difference? And again, you're like, he's shrugging shoulders. He's like,
No, my shoulders are up like this. But
no, you're shrugging.
but
Don't
now I'm
like
going
shoulders
like
back and down. Stay straight. Not like this. Not leaning. Okay. So
It's
what do you
comfy.
feel? Like, what do you feel? Do you feel like what's your overall feeling? How you can encourage our other kids to like do a sport activity, like how you be consistent, how you recover. You know, 'cause some days you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to go, I don't want to do this. How you do it, how you keep being consistent and motivated to go ahead and do that activity. You know, there are kids that are doing soccer, tennis, basketball, football. So
Well,
what's your advice?
just do it.
Just do it. Interesting.
I mean, like, oh yeah.
Only if you're really sick. So if you have fever,
I mean,
or
like, if you have a good
stomach ache,
excuse, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like,
you need to rest. So that means your body tells you you're sick. You cannot do any fitness, sport activity if you're sick. So you want to be careful, take a rest day.
but if you're just like, if you're perfectly fine and you're just perfectly fine, just do it. If you don't feel like it, still do it.
Yeah,
And,
so
like,
for me, rest days, again, just going back to kind of how my schedule is. Like I said, I'm doing the heavy sessions at the end of the week. I do have those rest days, and when I do, I usually spend it outdoors. If not, then I'll do a sauna session. If not, I'll do a hot bath. So those are my tools to recover. Of course, I stretch every day before the workout with the dynamic stretching, and I do a cool off or a standing, a static stretch, which is holding a specific pose or stretch 45 seconds to 2 minutes. So that's kind of the optimal timing, and I'll do that. So stretching is very important. It can be also part of your recovery day. Some people choose, and I did this before the gyms were closed, I always did on my recovery day / rest day, I did a yoga session, a very long yoga session. I just love that. Just removing all the pressure in my joints, releasing everything, or just getting just a lot of nutrition, fluids, supplements. Supplements mean all that movement through my bloodstream to my muscles and joints. So I enjoy doing that. As a fitness professional, I always tell my clients and everybody who has New Year's fitness resolution, right? So everybody has a New Year's resolution.
I know.
Oh, for losing weight. January is almost done. How are you all doing with your New Year's resolution? I hope you still are motivated. I hope you're not overtrained. I hope you decided to just, go and not take rest days and recovery days. That's bad. That's a no-no. Don't do it.
What? No.
Take recovery days. And when you take recovery days, it doesn't mean it's a cheat day and you're allowed to eat everything and drink everything or have sugar. That is not a true recovery day.
Yes,
A
it
recovery
is.
day
It
is to add nutrition to your body, rest, have a light activity. That's what is the best recovery for your body. What else we talked about rest days? What else I do on rest days?
Well,
What do we do on rest days? Do we do anything else on rest days?
nothing.
So we're going for a walk. Sometimes we'll go for the bike in spring or summer. We'll sit. What do you mean? We always do this. Like, come on. And like
Sometimes
this.
we walk.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's most of the times. I don't know where Tristan is
No,
trying to be.
it's not.
Yeah, and the
it's
weekends we always
sometime.
do. And like this past weekend, we had Sunday. It was a huge rainy day. On those rainy days, if we really want to recover, we'll do usually like an indoor activity. But now because everything is closed, we're not doing like anything. Like we'll do like bowling. We'll do like
Maybe something
movies.
fun.
Yeah, something fun. But because everything is kind of closed or has a limited occupancy, we'll just not do it, or even we'll travel. So those are the things that we do in our recovery rest days.
Yep.
What recovery means for you, let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Join our group KNT Talk
We aren't
series.
finished yet.
No, I'm just kind of trying to move in. For
So,
recovery, what other tools you can use for your recovery? So do your research. There are a lot of them there. But yes, recovery is very important because you need to rest your body, you need to rest your muscles. And remember, 24 to 48 hours, if you damage your muscle, you need to recover that body part. So you need to rotate the way you work out. If you need a design program or at least a direction, how you need to tackle your workout or how you need to accomplish your fitness goals, hit me out. I'll design a program for you, have an assessment via phone. We'll have a video call and we can go from there. I know it's very challenging and sometimes frustrating or even overwhelming for a lot of people to go ahead and start a fitness routine, because what they'll do, they'll just imitate everybody in the gym, or they will go and use different apps, and sometimes they don't know that that's their right direction of doing things. So, just be mindful. If you know somebody who is really passionate about fitness or somebody who is a fitness professional, reach out. It's your investment, it's your health investment. You helping yourself, you investing that time, your money in your health. So remember that fitness is preventive care. That's how I always see it. It's maintaining your body in a healthy state. It improves your quality of life, and recovery is part of that. So you can remove recovery from your fitness journey, your fitness routine, and your fitness goals. So what else you want to talk about recovery?
Well, I don't really have much more to say about recovery.
But it's a very important topic, and we want to stress that is very important to rest and add rest days. So let's say 7 days a week, if you really, he's very frustrated because I don't let him talk, but then when I give him, I'm giving him the podium, he's just completely says nothing to talk. So go ahead.
But you keep on.
Because you're just like, you said, I thought you finished, so my apologies. Go ahead.
All right. So resting is, as Mom continuously stressed about it, it's very important.
Emphasize. Let's not use the word stress, because stress is a very negative word.
But that's what you said.
I know I did.
Time.
So let's say emphasize. Yeah, let's go with emphasize.
Okay. So as Mom was saying, how emphasized rest days are. Yeah, they are very important. It's definitely something to something to worry about. So, you really have to focus on, you have a workout routine, but you're also going to have to focus on having those weekly rest days. It's good to have rest days on that.
It's not only rest for your body, it's also rest for your mind. So you can rest by watching a movie, you can rest by writing in your journal, you can rest by reading a book. So there are a lot of other rest techniques that you can use. So remember, when you do a recovery, it's not only for your body, it's also for your mind. You want to decompress, you want to be in a positive state mind, and just keep yourself in that positive environment. That will create that recovery and actually will accelerate your muscle recovery if you did have a strenuous workout the day before. So that's very important. On recovery, I said we'll talk about, we will be shooting some videos on the foam rolling stretching routine. So this is a foam roll, like I mentioned before. It's also called myofascial release. What it does, by rolling your tissue, it lengthens that tissue, talking about that tissue being very tight, so lengthens.
It loosens it.
Yeah, it loosens, and there's so many ways of doing it. It's very inexpensive, so if you want to get yourself one, just start with the softer version and go up.
You always have me on this one.
Yes, we didn't have the softer version because I like this one, because I already, it has a weird feeling. I had a lot of clients who tried it before for the first time, and they were very confused. How it feels like you try the foam rolling.
The first time I was like, nothing wrong. It's fun. It helps. I'm like,
yeah, but does it feel weird, like when you rolling your tissue?
No, it just has like this. You just feel the stretching of your tissue, the expansion of it. So it really depends on how you stretched before.
Yeah.
That's how
So
it works, really.
let's keep it short. I think we started at 6.
Sorry.
So let's kind of recap our recovery tips. Go ahead,
Yes.
team.
So once again, water, very important.
Or replacing your fluids.
Yes, replenishing your fluids.
Replace, replenish, same thing. Go ahead.
Because, you sweat a lot during those intense workouts, which you're pretty much
Number
depleted
1.
of your
Okay.
fluids. So
Number 2, T.
sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep is very important because your energy is regained, and also your muscle tissue is all back.
Relaxed. Yes.
Yes.
3.
Another one is also food, because you want those nutrients like
Oh, so you're telling me that I can eat pizza and drink soda for my recovery day? Yes. Can I have a lot of pasta? Can I have cake?
depending on depending. If depending. Like if you have pizza, like if it has a bunch of protein, that's fine, but not soda.
So pizza with the thin crust, more protein, and maybe adding a veggie next to it.
You want that. You want cheese. No. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
But you
So
don't.
food,
But no
right.
sides to it. You don't have sides with pizza. You have water with it. Water.
Okay, water.
Because
So
water helps with digestion. Because pizza takes forever to digest. So water.
Carbs. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, you can. It's good
So,
to have carbs,
nutrition?
protein, calories. Just don't have too much, of course.
So calories is not into that max, but calories is how much we take in and out. Okay. And maybe at some point we'll discuss that too.
Probiotics, all that other stuff.
Probiotics, yeah, probiotics and probiotics.
Sugar.
Sugar, yes. What else? Also had do a light activity. Vitamins,
A
yes,
lot
supplements, any kind of supplements. Remember, our food is depleted of a lot of nutrients. And nowadays, our fruits are not nutrient dense. So, of course, if you take any regimen of supplements, go ahead. I am deficient in some vitamins, so I do take them. I also take minerals. I take zinc. Zinc is a muscle recovery mineral, and magnesium. I take those before I go to sleep. It helps me with my tissue recovery and muscle damage. Of course, there are a lot of multivitamins out there. Remember, B complex is the one that every female should take. We all are depleted of B vitamins, so B complex is a must, for my opinion, and that's what I share with all my clients. You never can get poisoned from it or overdosed or anything else. It gives you a dosage on the package, so remember, those are the things that you should take. Help you recover.
I think we should move on to the next thing because we went
What's the next thing?
We went way too far on this, way too deep. But yeah, a little too much.
What's the next?
Oxygen is very important because that goes to your tissue, your muscle tissue. Because that's during workouts. That's probably the only thing that's keeping your muscles from.
And the last and not
going
least,
crazy.
stretching or any stretching tools.
Yeah, like foam rolling, as Mom said, like twice or three
Yeah,
times.
you have Theraguns or any guns for massage relief.
TRX.
TRX, interesting. TRX is not relief, but interesting. It's a equipment for now. It's not a stretch. It's a strength training using your body weight. You can stretch the muscles, but you
can still stretch with them. It's still
correct.
technically considered as
Interesting. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. A lot of tools out there. Remember, cold showers, hot showers, sauna, infrared sauna, red light.
Performing.
Oh my goodness, there's so many out there. I guess cryotherapy, never got into it. Apparently it's very popular. Never tried it, so curious if I'll ever do it. Did take cold showers. I actually take cold showers. I'll do a hot, then I'll do it at the end. At the end, I'll do like a cold stream. Will be 20 seconds and more. Usually I do it on my shoulders because I have a shoulder pulling on my left due to my injuries on the right. So I always do that. It's a lot of breath technique. You talk about breathing. Breathing is very important because of the intake of the oxygen, what the oxygen does makes the new blood supplies pumping in your muscle, bringing a lot of supplements, nutrients to your muscle, which makes the muscle grow. So that's one thing. So those are our tips for recovery. We're curious what recover and how you see your rest days. I hope you're just not eating chocolate all day and eating ice cream and actually hydrate. You can do that, but that's not helping you.
I don't recommend it, but you can do it. It is possible. It's all
it's
your
not helping
choice.
with your fitness goals, and possibly the next day when you'll go and try to do a workout routine, you'll feel very sluggish because you have a lot of sugar in your body. So it's kind of very tricky. Also, remember, if you don't recover properly, you'll have those muscle cramps. So that's another thing, and muscle fatigue,
the pain,
and soreness. So those are the other things. There are signs of overtraining and dehydration. That's that. Thank you for joining for our new topic, episode 4, recovery.
That's our thing.
Yay! And if you enjoyed it, hit a like, share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And what else? Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you all.
For KNT
Hopefully you
Talk
enjoyed
series.
episode 4
of
KNT Talk series, the beloved series.
Where T and Mom discuss about different topics.
Make
T
sure
has
to
a lot of things to say.
subscribe
Me too.
to Be Fit and Healthy by Kati at BFH at the
Yay!
end.
And